Hello, my beautiful divine feminines. Today I'm going to do a pick a card, 3 piles, and here they are: pyramid, heart, or wand. All clear quartz today, and we're going to be asking what's he thinking, feeling, what he's planning. I'm just going to see what the cards bring through. Keep that on there. So go ahead and make your pile choice, and we will get started. Pile 1. So I don't look at the cards ahead of time, but that's amazing cards right there. I always think that's the Magician, but it's Temperance. So we have this pyramid pile. This is extremely strong energy. I'll let you look at it. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think this is my pile, honestly. Temperance, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So your person has some very deep regrets about the decisions and choices they made. They decided to here's what's coming off the cards. They decided to try to get you to come to them to do the work in a lot of ways. So I think that they really either made it seem like they had other options, other choices, were very in demand. There could be many scenarios here, but I do think that they pushed you away due to the depth of their feelings. And in a lot of ways, I think this was a destined detour. You have this divine here, intervention, and I think they had to clear their pathway out of the old debris and probably relationships that they had. For me, this is a very karmic card where they're burning up old energies that no longer serve them. And they're learning to work with their light, and that their path is protected. And here again, we have, the central figure being held by 2 entities, the dark moon and the owl the full moon, coming to enlighten them. So there was something that they didn't see before, that through either this separation or this back and forth behavior, either in and out or separation, they were able to be illuminated about their actual feelings. You have I'm sorry, this is the King of Cups, not the Ace. King of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. So almost all water here. And then the Sword of Truth, right? Interestingly enough, these cards both have crowns on them. So they are in their king energy. Things are being balanced out by unseen forces. And there's very much in this spread a reciprocal energy. It's just they self-sabotaged it. You have a 2 and a 2 here. Very mirrored energy. So for whatever reason, they couldn't dive deep into their feelings, right? The King of Cups has very deep feelings, but they couldn't dive deep into them. They were watching the well, they were guarding it, and they were sabotaging the feelings that they had. So yeah, I do see if they've kind of been in this player partier energy, or that's what they made you believe, that's going to end, because this is what they want to explore. I do get the sense with these being right on top of each other that they really want to tell you about the depths of their true feelings and this kind of otherworldly connection that they feel to you. There's a lot about emotions here, and the Ace of Swords is about speaking your truth regarding those emotions. So there is part of this karmic cycle that needs to play out still. There's the burning away of these lower energies. And like letting them, they're going to have to see that they, and understand and be able to admit that they self-sabotage out of fear. So I hope that helps you guys. If you'd like to work with me more, I can do your own personal reading. I'm on Fiverr. My gigs start at $5, and I'm on Patreon, where we work with the divine feminine energy to get back into balance and understand how to be in our own power. And then I'm on TikTok, where I do usually daily short readings. Okay, I'm going to move on to pile 2. The heart, the selenite heart. I don't know why I'm doing these in the dark today, but that's the way it goes. Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, I have to look at this card. I guess. Okay. 3 of Cups, Stars in reverse, and the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. A lot of similar energies to pile 1, I think. But this is the next kind of step, I want to say. I do think your person, or you, actually it's you, I do think you're losing hope a little bit and not seeing a way forward. So the wound that you guys seem to be working with is trust and rejection. And again, the divine is trying to come and show you part of their plan, show you kind of the, like, lift the veil on your subconscious a little bit. You are being very illuminated, and so are they, about the synchronicities of this relationship, how much it actually took to bring you together, and then how you guys are working on this wound of rejection. And they do want you to have faith that this is part of your ascension, and that the challenges that you're going through will ultimately lead you to be very, very wise and, you know, teachers that people look up to. At this point, I don't think you see that. I don't think you're understanding that, or they're not understanding that this is the healing process and not just pain about a relationship. Because your person is still here and actually still moving towards you very slowly. And they have let go of their other options, though I think you feel like they're still with them or still entertaining them as ideas. You have a lot of, I think your heart is heavy with not understanding exactly what's going on here and just looking at like the 3D level. For some reason, when they kind of used to see you as like not an option or not even in their league, there's something now that is letting them say, maybe this one is for me, and maybe this one is in my league, and maybe this is actually the one. Though I don't think that they've actually said that. They may have for some of you. But there's a lot of rejection of like multiple options and then a singularity for them, but not for you. Like you haven't determined that you're their only one, but I think they have. Which is really interesting. And this card, when they're together, on her side, there's, you know, another figure. I do think you think they're entertaining multiple options, and they still may be, but I don't think that they're serious about them. This is just working on your rejection core wound to heal that. So that is something I talk a lot about in my Patreon channel if you're interested, about working with what we would consider toxic behaviors from our twin in order to heal. So check that out if you're interested. And then also I work on Fiverr with all sorts of energy work, and my gigs start at $5, and I'm on TikTok. So I hope that helped you. And now I'm going to move to pile 3 with this crystal. Hello, pile 3. Alright, so definitely different energies than we've seen here. Lots of fire. These piles have been pretty fascinating, actually. Lots of insight and very few cards. Page of Swords. 8 of Swords. Four of Wands and the Devil. All right, well, I think you guys, I'm going to take one more card. I think you guys could be preparing for union. I don't think I've ever said that in a reading. This is like some purge energy. And this could have started on the Scorpio full moon and been continuing with this Pluto retrograde, because though I don't see the Scorpio energy here, I do see this Devil in reverse and the Four of Wands with letting go, the Fire Dragon, and the Altar Priestess. This is a card of preparing for sacred ritual. Again, fire. There's a lot of fire in this reading, which is the symbol for spirit. And this is like letting go. You can see in the background all of the figures. Letting go of that which doesn't serve you. And it's an 8 card. And then embracing the spiritual So we also have playfulness, which for me is the return to like a childlike state. And then this could be the one. So there's recognition that this is your counterpart, I think probably from both of you. Then we have the beautiful Four of Wands, which is the Union card. You have let go of the mental anguish and overthinking and being trapped in your mind. And it does look like you've embraced the spiritual. I'm not really sure what this Page of Wands is doing. Page of Swords is doing here. The only thing that's really coming off it for me is maybe you guys haven't spoken this to the people around you, like your friends, family, or if you have children. You may have an age difference in this pile. This is a very spiritual card for me. Very much like the Magician. So I see that there's just the burning up of the energies around you. You're safe and protected, and it's clearing your pathway. So it's clearing your soul path for expansion, growth, union, and the next step. The only thing that I'm seeing here is that the Devil and the Eight of Swords needs to be fully released, fully let go, fully surrendered to Spirit, to the celebration of union, to the full will of Spirit coming through, the full embrace. I just did a talk on my Patreon about this. One part of this aspect that's making me feel like it's so much is that you fully have to surrender into your spiritual purpose, and that means letting fully go of the ego. This is like the last surrender of the ego, right? The ego does things for results. And I'm not saying not to be intelligent and smart about things, but the ego really cares about how things look. And the soul wants to help alleviate suffering, heal. It doesn't matter if it's one person or 100,000 people. It doesn't matter if it's for $1 or $100,000. It really doesn't matter if it's for an animal or for whatever. The soul wants to serve in the light of truth and God. And the ego cares about, how it looks, how prestigious it is, what other people think about it. So there's a huge difference when you fully let that go and surrender, knowing that you're divinely guided in your purpose and you're serving to truly help others heal and ascend, And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like that has to be the only purpose in life or something. We're all, having a human experience. But for me, this is twin flame, and this is the path of ascension. So for those of you it resonates with, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you have to fully discard the ego to truly live in, soul-connected joy and purpose. And you can earn money doing that. You can earn recognition doing that. But that's not the main drivers. Like, you don't change yourself and your path and your message or your actions to get recognition or money. You get it because you're so aligned. it doesn't matter who you're doing it for or what you're doing. So that's what it talks about with getting out of this Eight of Swords energy and fully moving into 1111 energy, where you trust Spirit's leading your soul in every single moment. Okay, that got really deep, but anyway, I feel very passionate about it because I just channeled a huge message around it for the Divine Feminines on my Patreon. If you would like to check it out, it's up there. The link's below, and I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.